For our wire portrait project, again, you would go to Projects and Reflections, Files, Wire Portrait, and click on our Wire Portraits PowerPoint. So, with wire portraits, we are talking about identity. Just so you have some knowledge about it, here are some examples of possible outcomes from our project. There are more complex, detailed ones, and ones from different perspectives of someone's face. Notice how these wire portraits look a lot like our contour drawings that we practiced in our last assignment. If you want some more context on the different types of art you can make with wire, you can look up Alexander Calder, who made a lot of different wire portraits and pieces. So I highly recommend looking him up. So how do we even do our wire portraits? Well, the first thing you can do is watch this link that'll give you a quick demonstration on how to do it. You should also click my YouTube video titled Wire Portrait Demonstration, and I will take you from beginning to end on how to complete this project, because we are practicing turning something two-dimensional into three-dimensional. So for supplies, you are going to need a photo reference that does not come in your supply bag. So your options are to either print out a photo at home yourself, or trace a photo of somebody or a character or something off of your computer screen. Whichever you'd like to do is up to you. In our bag, you have a permanent marker, a roll of tape, and wire. You either have a spool of wire or 10 3-foot pieces, so each person should have approximately 30 feet. And lastly, we do not have scissors in your supply bags, so you need to provide your own scissors so that you can cut your wire when you need to. So the requirements for this project: it needs to be a decent size. Your portrait needs to be almost the size of a sheet of paper because we want our traced image or printed out image to be around that size. We want a lot of detail. We are getting several days to make this, around 2 to 3 weeks. So I would like a good amount of line and attention taken when you make this. Then you're going to submit your project with your reflection on Teams, which I'll show you how to do in a second. And our 5-point flipgrid critique, which is also in a separate video titled Wire Portrait Flipgrid Critique, if you need to see how to do that. All right. So after you've watched the wire demonstration video I posted and you have completed your project, you're just going to head over to Teams on our general page, click Assignments, click Wire Portrait Project and Reflections, open up the doc. You're going to insert as many photos necessary as you'd like to show off your project. The minimum is 1. Then you're going to answer these 4 self-reflection questions about your process and project in complete sentences, please. And then lastly, you are going to highlight what you would score yourself for each category on your project. So again, that's investigation, practice, experimentation, and revision, materials, processes, and ideas, technique and building skills, and the critique that we complete. Once you highlighted all of your scores, you answered the questions, and you inserted images of your project, you can turn it in, and you are done with the wire portrait unit.